Really quickly, we are going to go ahead and look at a couple of other features within AVISO that you might find helpful. One of those might be the notes. So I have pulled up, we have a test student that we use in AVISO for our processes to test things. So you're going to look at this student, so you'll see this is Sally's student. Same view that you're going to see on any other student. You're going to see several options here at the top. One of those options is going to be the alerts. So we just previously talked about the academic early alert and the other staff initiated alerts that you can use. You'll be able to see on this list where several other faculty members have been testing several things with Sally's student. We've had some tests with the Student Success Center and some things like that. So if this student was one of your advisees or was within your class, you would be able to see certain notes that were written about this student or alerts that had been filed on them. So that's the alerts tab. The notes tab works very similarly. You're going to be able to see academic planning information, if a community resource has been shared, maybe by a counselor for the student. Another option is going to be scheduling meetings with students. So there's a process right now where they're going through and sort of getting everybody set up instead of the locator card to use AVISO to schedule appointments with students so they have easier access. So you can see on this meetings tab, there's an option to click new meeting. So Steve can set the meeting with the student, or the faculty member can set the meeting with the student, and the student will have the option from the app to actually set a meeting with their advisor or their success coach or their faculty member and communicate that way. You can also message within AVISO. Those messages will also live in here, so that's something that's good for documentation. If you want to have everything together, think like medical records at a doctor's office. So if you want everything to be all-encompassing within the student record, it's a great way to keep everything together. So the last thing that I want to point out as another feature is the tasks option. With our students, we are going to try to streamline some of the processes to get our faculty back to the heart of what you're here to do, teach. So on this particular screen, you're going to see this new task option. This is going to give you another pop-up window, which is going to give you several templates that we've already started. One of those is to apply for graduation. Another one says high school transcript, and then you have residency reconsideration. So you can select any of those, and it's going to create this sort of fielded form that you can go through and enter the information that's applicable to the student, and it's going to send this as a task to the student so that they know they need to complete this. So if the student is nearing a point where they may be able to graduate, you can click this, give this task to them, and then they're going to get an email saying, oh, I need to apply to graduate. You also have record here showing that you did initiate this process, and the registrar's office also gets notifications. So streamlining some of those simple processes that we hope will be really helpful for everybody. So we are working really diligently on these high-touch services for students, so we really are relying on our faculty to provide as much information as possible. The more information you provide to us and put in AVISO, the better we can serve the students. Of course, it's a new software. There are going to be a few bumps in the road as we go. I encourage you to be patient with me, be flexible, and anytime you need help, please make sure you reach out. I'm more than willing to sit down with anybody. If you have questions, anything of like technical troubleshooting, I'm here willing to help students and help support them so that I can also help support you in your work.